James 4:13 says, "Come now, you who say today or tomorrow we will go to such and such a city, spend a year there, buy and sell and make a profit, whereas you do not know what will happen tomorrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanishes away. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we shall live and do this or that. But now you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil. Therefore, to him who knows to do good and does not do it, to him it is sin." James is saying, we're talking like we're going to live forever. And we're living like we're going to live forever. Like you ain't never going to die and face God face to face. Oh, I'll do this later. I'll do that later. We'll do this tomorrow and then we'll do that. I plan my own life. I run my own life. I do what I want when I want. And Paul says when you think like that, your God is your own belly. What you hunger for, what you want, you go and you get and you do. And James is saying, hold on. You can't live like that, because there's going to come a time, and it's faster than you think, that you stand in the face of God and you give account for the way that you lived your life for him or not for him. And he says your life is but a vapor. And when you really break down what that means, it's like a quick breath in eternity. Now, on the earth, it might seem like this is forever. But when you look at your life in the grand scheme of eternity, the Bible says it's one breath. And James says, how you gonna live that breath? And you ought to live this life like tonight you could be gone. In the morning you could be gone. How would you give if you knew you were gonna die today? How would you take care or take notice of all the broken, poor, hurting, sick people around you if you knew you're going to die tomorrow morning? It's your last day. Especially if you're a Christian, how would you live that last day? Boy, you'd start giving. You'd start making up for everything you never gave. You'd be running to him. Do you know Jesus? Do you know Jesus? Do you know Jesus? I got a limited time. I got it. But James is saying you should live like that anyway. You should live like you don't trust in this life. Like, oh, I know I got tomorrow. I trust my lungs. I trust my heartbeat. I don't trust nothing about this life. I could go be with the Lord in my sleep. How did I live this day? Making this video. Doing something for eternal value. James said your life is with breath. One. And you're here and you're gone. And you will stand before God and God will say, what did you do with your life? Did you boast about all the time that you had? So you knew you'd serve me later? I'll serve you when I've saved all the money that I need, and then I know that I can give a little bit here and there to the mission of God because I'm secure. I'll start using my car to pick up the homeless, to take them to church later when I have a little more gas money, maybe a bigger vehicle. We'll do it then. I'll do it later, but you might die tonight. You don't have later. You know, I'll start giving to the orphan and the widow, which James 1:27 says this is true religion. I'll start living true religion later when I have a little bit more. Whenever my life is secure, and then I can then I can do something whenever I'm able to breathe a little bit. I'll start talking to people about Jesus when I'm more comfortable with it. I have more time. You can't think like that, because James is saying one breath, baby. And you're in the face of God. And you're either saying, oh my God, I actually know this person. I know you. And I've lived with you. I've walked with you. You and I were doing this thing together. Or you're going to say, oh my God, thousands and thousands of dollars on myself, nothing on the kingdom. So much stuff in my closet, and so many of God's people without anything. So much food I ate while my brothers and sisters were starving. So much entertainment that I gave myself. I never read your word, so I don't even know what to do here. I never prepared for this life. I was too busy living for the other one. Or you're going to get there and say, oh, this is what I've read about. This is what I practiced living. This is what Paul taught. This is what James taught. This is what the prophets taught. I know what this is. You're still going to be blown away. Probably not able to walk. You're going to find me in heaven. They're just dragging me. Just dragging me. This is the river of life. This is the fruit from the trees that heal the nations. They're just going to be dragging me through. If you're looking for me, just look for somebody being drugged through the streets, because the power of God's going to just totally take away all of our capacity to do anything. But some of us are going to get there and know him. And some of us are going to get there. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I would have done it different. I would have. Take this video as a charge from God to live your life like you have one breath. What would you post on your Facebook if you were dying tomorrow? Bye, Felicia. That's what I post. No, I'm just kidding. But what would you post on your Facebook if tomorrow was the last day? What would you say to your husband, your wife, your kids? What would you say to the person who's persecuted you when you know God said love your enemies? What would you do with all that you have? With all the possessions that you have? Look around your home. Go look in your closet. Go look at your cars in the driveway. How would you serve God with all of those things if you knew tomorrow was your last day? You have one more month. How would you live that month? I try to live my life every day like it could potentially be my last day. If I died at the end of this day, how would I have lived it? That's why it helps me keep giving. Because if I'm not careful and I think that I have 10 years, I'll start saving. Nothing wrong with saving. I'm talking about a bigger picture here. See this with me. What would you do? How would you live if you knew tomorrow is my last day? Today is my last day. How would you live your life?